I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now on this Friday, September the 18th. A football Friday, both with the pros and college, and for Rutgers, a major Big Ten game, although it's not even really on the radar. Yes, big-time Rutgers fans thinking and talking about this game Saturday night in Penn State, prime time in Happy Valley. Rutgers' first trip to Penn State since joining the Big Ten. A year ago, the Rutgers University team almost upset and knocked off Penn State at home. Now they get the chance to go to Penn State and try to revenge the loss. But it's not really the part of the conversation we're talking about. It's everything else with Rutgers right now. And you wonder when closure will finally come. Did it come? Was it delivered with the 3-game suspension for Kyle Flood? Or is that just the tip of the iceberg for a program in disarray right now? And really, when you think about Rutgers, you try to break down the X's and O's, it's hard to. It's hard to really get invested in talking about the football team today. It's hard to get invested talking about the football team right now. But if there's one thing that could change it, and it works always in sports, it doesn't matter what the situation is. The best way to change the conversation and to move the conversation back towards football would be to pull off a victory on Saturday night. Pull off a victory without Kyle Flood on the sideline. Pull off a victory without Leonte Carroo on the outside making plays as a wide receiver. Pull off a victory without Darius Hamilton, who's out injured. Pull off a victory when no one gives you a chance to do it. That's the way to change the conversation. If you want the conversation to not be about a program in turmoil, to not be about the future of a head coach, that many people think a 3-game suspension is just the beginning of the end for Kyle Flood. If you want the conversation to move away from a Big Ten program that is a laughingstock nationally right now, go to Penn State and put on a big show. Go to Penn State and put on a big performance. If you're a Rutgers fan who is tired of hearing all of this and just wants to talk about the football team, well, the last few weeks, unfortunately, you can't do it. You can't sit back and expect anyone to really be covering the football team X's and O's every second of the day because there's so much else going on. But if you're a Rutgers fan and you are really just want to talk football and you want to be into this season and be into this football team, what you need on Saturday is a victory, because then come Sunday morning, come Monday, come Tuesday, come leading into next week with Kansas and then Michigan State after that, the best way to change this conversation and the best way to change the narrative around Rutgers football right now is to go out and by 11 o'clock on Saturday night to have more points on the scoreboard than Penn State. If that happens for at least a little while, the conversation and the stories around Rutgers will be about football for the first time in a while. I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now.